This is a re-recording because I had a technical issue with the first video, but I'll get a chance to make this one shorter. As I was saying, that in the first video, basically to recap, I've been a member of FitnessSF Oakland for 20 years. My membership was canceled for reasons that are not clear to me, and I want to emphasize, I don't want to be a member. But the bottom line is, I'm making this because black men have to talk and tell their stories. I'm doing this to clear my name, because there is a woman there in my case who claimed that I followed her around the gym when I did not. I had a friend come up, be my witness and say that wasn't the case at all. He was talking to me. We were talking about Mission Impossible Rogue Nation and Tom Cruise. And then prior to that, I had to actually retrace every little micro step that I made. What's going on in this society at a very insidious level is that a straight black male is actually, in a sense, feared. I don't know for what combination of reasons, maybe a constant hammering of messages that black men are bad through the media. I don't know. Whatever's going on, that's the case. But at FitnessSF, it's heightened. I applauded when FitnessSF became FitnessSF after it was Goals, because the Goals CEO at the time was giving money to anti-gay organizations. Excellent move to do that, to rebrand. But what's happened over that time is a kind of a culture war that's developed at a very insidious, silent level among some of the members and some of the staffers who, the conversations they congregate among themselves, but also there tends to be a hostility at times. To some men they perceive as heterosexual and against them in some little way. And in this specific instance, I thought, okay, who did I say something to this? Hello? What did I say? And I can tell you that I didn't say anything to anyone that I have to turn around and regret. Nothing. Then I said to FitnessSF, please look at the security cameras for the times that I was there and the times that whoever this person was there at the time. And I don't want to know who this person is. I don't want to know who this woman is at all, because I know I did anything wrong. But then what good does it do to find out at this stage? I don't care. I'm glad to be gone. I was upset for about a minute, but I've got so many great things going on in my life. I'm glad to be gone. But my point is this. Black men must tell their stories in a society where there are people who are too intent for different reasons to say, hey, you're a black guy and you're straight and you're bad. Now, did you realize, for example, that there's a study from Pepperdine that if you're a gay black man, you make more money than a straight black guy? In fact, your salary compensation is equivalent almost to a straight white guy. It's wild. Or then you've got BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit out here in Oakland, where there's this BART app, and apparently there's a disproportionate reporting of black men doing crimes that when the police look at them weren't crimes at all. That's scary. It makes you just want to stay in the house and fear going out, because it's a minefield if you're going at FitnessSF. FitnessSF would not let me tell my story, so I'm telling you my story. I'm a good person. I was the first person in Oakland to interview a lesbian sports football person back in 1993. I have been the only straight male in some cases to cover the Pride event in San Francisco. And yet I love women. It's not a matter of me on the down low or anything. This is a matter of me having a consistent record of fighting for the rights of others and for women, including Hillary Clinton as president. So, but because, I'm like a woman, or maybe a woman did something, or maybe she was, I don't know, okay, because I don't know who this person was. I have to think. I don't know, because it's scary. It's really scary, and I don't want to say anything bad about that person here. I don't know, except, well, that something's wrong with that person. And so, okay, I am saying something bad about them. The bottom line is something's wrong, because it involves me, and I'm a good person, and to say that that person felt, that I was hovering around them, which means I had to be next to them all the time, I say this: check the security cameras. Wrong. No, wrong. Okay, I'm done with that. I don't want to go back there. But back to the main point. We have to do something to stop this culture war against straight black men. And this is not an attack on my gay brothers or my lesbian sisters. Not at all. I am simply saying that one cannot be lifted up at the devaluing of straight black men. And yet that's precisely what's going on. If you are straight black men in Oakland, if you're considering joining FitnessSF, I have to be honest and say, consider another place. Really, because they need to straighten that out. Very recently, 2 Latino friends of mine there told me about a man who said hello to a woman there, and the woman hit him. It's right, hit him. I mean, for saying hello, okay? This is very recent. So there's a huge culture war here played out right in this city, and it's growing. And it's going to wind up, and as I told my friend, the general manager there at FitnessSF Oakland, I'll bet $100 I'm not the only black male that is treated in this way by whoever that person is. That person's got an issue. An issue, okay? That's horrible. So you've got to basically just say nothing to anybody, cloister yourself. We are at a time where people are of a certain generation are afraid to communicate directly with others. They don't want to talk. And so when I say don't want to talk, I don't mean have long conversations. They just don't want to talk to you. Just to see you around is enough comfort that you're diverse and they're in a diverse environment and you're okay, right? But they don't want to talk to you. And it's really becoming, what's going on is we are taking what in the past would be thought of as paranoid schizophrenia, neurotic behavior, and we've normalized it. And it's harming the lives of good people. In my case, you know what? It's probably the best thing to happen to me because I don't have to go to an environment that's corrosive, where there are people there who I've helped, who are friends, who then, in one case, because there was a person that used to, clean my place here, right? And then was afraid. Well, what happened was that she, at 3 o'clock in the morning, called me because she had a seizure. This was 2 years ago. And I love this person to death as a friend. She was short a month, $100. I hired her as my cleaning person to help her make some money. But she was consistently stuck in a rut because she wants to be, this 21-year-old butch, but she's approaching 40. And her mother back used to worrying about her. And at first I was kind of like, that's her and let her be. But after that, I said, I got to send a wake-up call. So I said, you know what? If you just changed your image as how you dress and everything, money would come to you and you wouldn't worry about this. And I would just love you and ravage you, be like this great body and all this stuff. She's great, right? She got mad that I said that. And just said, well, I'm not your friend anymore. And I'm not going to help you with the place and all that. And I said, hey, but that wasn't what I meant. And so then she starts this Jim Whisper campaign about me based only on that. This is someone I really loved and want to see the best for. That hurts, that really hurts. So here I am in this corrosive environment, and then there's this it's crazy stuff. And to find out that from the gym manager, hey, that this is a normal problem at the gym, I'm like, oh my God. So, hey, they did me a favor. They saved me from, I guess, something worse. God forbid what that would be. I'm gone. But that aside, we have a bigger problem in this society. Straight black men must be protected. We must be preserved for the good of our country in the future.